Hey everybody, Tom here, and today I want to teach you how to play point salad. Point salad is this dead simple. This might be the simplest game that I've ever played on this channel, which is perfect for me and the people that I play with. I really don't have any consistent, heavy game group around me, and so these kinds of games are totally perfect for what I've got. Now let's take a look. This is the main play area, and I've just set up these 3 colored papers so that as I move the camera around, we know which player's turn it is. We're going to do a 3-player game here. And what you're seeing up here is basically a deck of cards, and the deck of cards is double-sided. On one side, it will list a way to score points, and on the other side of each card is going to be a specific vegetable. And so, like, for example, this one has a point system on this other side. It's just veggie side up right now. And what's going to happen is in this game, we're going to be drafting or picking cards from up here. And once all of the cards have been divvied up among the 3 players, we're going to see who has the most points. The points are going to come from whatever cards are point side up in your play area. And you're going to be using the vegetables in order to score those points. And really, that's it. Like, it's as simple as on your turn, you will either take 1 point card from up here, or you will take 2 vegetable cards from down here. So with that said, let's have the blue player go first. And just to get the ball rolling, it's probably a good idea to just grab a point card. Now, just for simplicity's sake, for this very first round, I'm probably going to have the blue player take this one, the red player take this one, and the yellow player take that one. Especially with your very first pick, I usually just recommend to take a point card so you have some direction on where you want to go. And we'll just keep it that simple for this first round. So we're going to do blue player, red player, and yellow player. Now, as we come back over to the blue player's play area, let's get a little more specific. I feel like I haven't really taught you anything at this point. But basically, this card is going to score each set of cabbage and peppers is going to be 5 points. So as of right now, the blue player is going to want to focus on getting some cabbage and some peppers, and probably the same number of each, because each pair of those is going to be their 5 points. Let's look at some of these other point cards, because remember, on your turn, you're either taking 1 of these or 2 of these. So some other things. This one means that you would get 2 points per pepper, 2 points per cabbage, but you would lose 4 points per tomato. So seeing what the blue player has, this might be a great card. And you're not really supposed to pick up the card because you're not supposed to see what's underneath, but there you go. Okay, so same idea over here. 2 points per pepper, 1 point per tomato, and lose 2 points per lettuce. And over here, 2 points per cabbage. So I know the blue player is going to be collecting peppers and cabbages. So probably a good idea. I know that I kind of want these 2 cabbages, but maybe let's go ahead and take this card. Now, in addition to collecting cards, you're going to always either take the 1 point card or the 2 vegetable cards on your turn. You have this option where you could flip a point card over 1 time per turn. You could flip a point card over to the vegetable side. So if things change, then maybe I don't want to score this point. Maybe I get a whole bunch of tomatoes. And so what I could do is I could flip that over to the lettuce side and have it as a vegetable. But for now, I think that'll be good for the blue player's turn. All right, so it looks like the red player is trying to get carrots and tomatoes in a set. Each pair of those is going to be 5 points. Let's see, this would be 1 point per onion and 1 point per carrot, so maybe that card would be okay. But what I'm thinking is, while they're here, let's go ahead and grab these 2 carrots. And so this is going to be what the red player does. And afterwards, and we'll just do it while we're here, we're going to refill this column with this card, and you can see what's going to come up. This is going to be a carrot card, and now there are going to be new point cards. Let's look at those in a second. But we can just go ahead and stack these 2 carrot cards somewhere like that. Next up is our yellow player. It looks like they're trying to collect pairs of tomatoes and lettuce. There's only this 1 lettuce card here, so that's fine, but let's look at these other points. So we've talked about that one. 4 points per tomato, and then you would lose points for your cabbage and your peppers. That's a little risky, but at least I know we're not looking for those things. Or for each full set of vegetables, there's 12 points. I actually really do like that card. And if all else fails, I could flip it over and count it as a tomato. So let's grab this one. Yeah, sure. We'll put our point cards just along the top or something. Okay, next up we're back to the blue player. I like these cabbages here, so let's go ahead and pick up these 2 cabbages and we will replace them. Man, there's a lot of onion right now. And sure, we'll go ahead and put these right here. Now there's nothing happening vertically, like we're just going to have our point cards and we're going to have our vegetables and we'll score our vegetables with our point cards at the end of the game. It's just, I'm trying to make things look pretty. Alright, so the red player, carrots and tomatoes. I do see a carrot and a tomato here that I'm tempted with, but also onions. There's tons of onions and carrots. Getting 1 point for each of those could be good too. Let's grab that one. I'll just hope that those other cards stick around. Okay, so we're going to try to diversify to get a complete set here. So I probably want to avoid any point cards that would give me negative points for a vegetable because I'm going to want as many as I can get. Let's go ahead and start by grabbing this lettuce. Yeah, let's grab this lettuce and tomato. We'll refill this. There's another lettuce and an onion. Oh, my onions. Okay. And remember, in the future, if I'm shy a carrot, then I could go ahead and grab this carrot card. Like I could grab this point card and turn it into a carrot. If I needed it, I'll keep an eye out on that. Same thing over here. I could turn that into a tomato if it would benefit me. So we're still aiming for peppers and cabbage, but there aren't any available up there. I'm kind of interested in both of these. There's tons of onions there if they're still going to be there on my turn. You'd have 10 points if you have the most onions. Or do I want to try to pair up my peppers with onions as well? 5 points per pair. I think I want this card. Red player is also going to be going for onions. Now, the rule book will show you how many vegetables you've had. You can kind of like count it out a little bit. In a 3-player game, I talk about this in the setup video, but in a 3-player game, there are 9 of each vegetable. So if you wanted to look at the table and see how many carrot cards are out there, for example, you could count those out. So I got to decide. I think I do want to grab this carrot, and for sure I'm going to want an onion. Or do I want 2 onions? You kind of want to watch which point cards you want to keep up there. Maybe if I take these ones, I don't know. Sure. There's a lot of, this is simple, but there's a lot of good thinking. And so I'm going to get rid of this most onions point card. It's now officially flipped over, so people can't take it. And remember that action that I talked about where you can flip a point card over to the vegetable side? That doesn't work the other way. Once it's veggie side up, you can't change it again. So we'll keep that in mind. All right, let's continue our quest to diversify. But also there's a pair of lettuce and tomato here that I don't know that I want to ignore. Yeah, let's take these. All right, so what we're missing out on is somebody with the fewest lettuce would get 7 points. Over here, having a triplet, a carrot, a cabbage, and an onion would be 8 points, but now that's lost. Okay, back over to blue. There are some peppers up there. Let's take them. I haven't even been looking at these. I get excited. Okay, so for this card, if we had, just so you can read the cards in case you're struggling, at the end of the game, you'd count your number of peppers. If it's even, you'd get 7 points. Odd, you'd get 3 points. Let's go get some more onions. And there is this point card up here that's kind of cool. So at the end of the game, if you have the fewest total vegetables, you'd get 7 points just for having that. I like that one. But let's grab 2 onions for now, I think. Okay, let's see. For the yellow player, let's get some more types of vegetables. Let's see. We're going to go for an onion and a carrot. Technically, I shouldn't have refilled those spots until the end of my turn, but I was trying to be efficient. Okay, we have a good start here. The onions were just taken out from under us, so I got to keep that in mind. But I could grab another pair here, or 2 points per... No, I'm not going for carrots with the blue player. Yeah, let's take these 2. Let's refill. We're missing out on a lot of points by not having tomatoes right now. This card would really reward our carrots, but we've got a lot of onion as well, so probably I don't want this card. I'm still struggling with tomato, and I don't have any lettuce, so I don't think I want that one. I definitely don't want that one. So I guess we'll grab a tomato, and gosh, I don't know. There is a bunch of lettuce. Let's take that lettuce. Okay, so we're still missing 2 types of vegetables that are currently available. Let's go take those. Cabbage and peppers. So let's take these 2 for no rhyme or reason. Really, I probably should be thinking about that more closely. Ooh, I'm going to want those. And sure, we'll do something like that. Still no onions showing. I don't have any carrots. I'm avoiding tomatoes, so I guess we'll just go for a cabbage and a peppers because that's good for me. There's an onion. Again, I could flip any one of these over, but I don't know that that would be a benefit to me at this point. So we'll just keep on keeping on. So far, we haven't collected any cabbage, and I don't really have a reason to collect cabbage. So let's grab this one. Okay, so the big question is, do I grab another tomato and lettuce, and or do I start working on another full set? Kind of a math nerd. I think I'm going to start with these because 5 points for this pair means they're each worth 2.5 points. A complete set for 12 means that each of those cards are 2 points. So probably be best to grab these 2 for now. Oops, upside down. And lettuce. So I'm thinking while these are here, let's grab them. And then we'll start, let's make another set of stuff. These guys are killing it, and I'd be killing it more if I could get 4 onions. If I had 4 onions, this would be like crazy perfect. I don't have 4 onions, but there's plenty of cabbage, so why don't I grab these 2 for now. Now, what's going to happen is if one of these piles runs out, you just kind of eyeball it. You take your most full pile and split that in half, because this one's about to run out here. And we've got another pepper and an onion. Hopefully we'll get another cabbage and an onion, an onion, an onion. I want a lot of onions. I need to be better. I need a bunch more tomatoes. I haven't been watching for that for whatever reason. But maybe in the meantime, let's grab this for we're going to aim for an even number of carrots. Okay, the yellow player, we're going to try to get more for our full set. Heck, even that card would be good. That's okay. Let's try to focus. Oh, but if I'm going to try to leave this one here, maybe I can grab that card soon. So we'll take these. Okay, so as I mentioned, we're going to try to estimate our biggest pile. I think it's this one. So we'll split that one in half-ish, as best as I could guess. Something like that. I don't know how much it matters. Technically, you're supposed to take the bottom of the stack and move it over. Like the bottom, yeah. When you split the stack, you take the bottom part and slide it over. I should have been more careful. There we go, I fixed it. Still missing out on some onions, but there is some cabbage there. What about other point cards for us, though? That's not gonna help us. We're avoiding tomatoes, so none of those are good. So maybe we just grab both of these cabbages. Do I want carrots for any reason? No, I was hoping to get these onions out. Okay, let's take these 2. And come on. And it kind of looks like I didn't shuffle the cards because there are 3 onions now across the top. But bear in mind that those are 3 different stacks. I think that was just kind of like a crazy random happenstance. Okay, so I definitely need some more tomatoes, right? Over here. Another tomato and another carrot would be perfect. So let's take these. Oh, we're getting close to the end. I was eyeing that most tomatoes card, but it just turned into a vegetable. So let's go for an onion and a carrot. I think I'm going to take this onion because I don't want the blue player to have access to this one, and I need that carrot. The blue player is finally going to get their onions. The reason I didn't replenish this is there's only, oh, there is a card. So this bottom card needed to come over here. Okay, but I'm taking these 2 flip that, flip that. Okay, that point card up there is not going to do anything for us. I'm at a good number of carrots, and there are no carrots available, so that's fine. I just need to think, is there anything worth flipping over? And I should point out, I did consider that for the blue player, but none of these are going to help me to flip these over. Okay, so thinking about this, I have 10 points right here, so that's good. I have a bunch, 7 points from this card. Having the fewest cabbage, I'm still in good position for that. I don't have any cabbage, so 7 points there. I don't want to change, can't change my number of carrots. I mean, I could, if I flipped this one up after I take my turn, then that would become 5 points, but I would be losing 7 points, so probably not worth it there. I think I just want this tomato and onion. All right, so basically I need to decide what combination of lettuce and peppers that I want, and I don't even know that I care all that much, except I could see that the blue player would benefit from these peppers, so let me take these away. That means the blue player gets these, it does nothing for them, and the red player gets this, and it does nothing for them either. So the cards are all gone, we need to enter scoring. Now, normal humans, if you were playing with other people, you'd probably have no problem just scoring and reporting your score. Where I'm doing this on camera, I'm going to forget all of the scores and everything like that. So we're going to use a sticky pad. So here we go. The blue player. For this card, 5 points per pair of cabbage and peppers. So altogether, the number of pairs I've got one, two, three, four, 5 pairs for a total of 25 points there. Now, 2 points for each pepper, 2 points for each cabbage, and I don't have any tomatoes, so that's awesome. So this is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. I like that. And then finally, 5 points for each pair of peppers and onions, and I only have 3 of those pairs, so that would be 15 points. Let's see if I can actually do some math here. So that's 12, carry the 1, 2, 4, 6, 62 points for blue. That's a pretty good score. All right, let's see what we've got over here. 5 points for each tomato and carrot. So that's going to be 3 sets is 15 for the red player. Now 1 point for every onion and carrot. So they ended up with a total of 8 there. Dang, I think the blue killed this one. But 7 points for having the fewest cabbage. They did get that. And then over here they have, yeah, oh man. I think I even did my math right on blue. Blue killed it. All right. I probably should have been more aggressive against them. 7 for carrots. I think that would be, so this would be 37. Not great, red. Not great. Now, of course, that's the fun of this game. I probably should have focused less on this complete set and maybe grabbed a few more point scoring cards, but I was all excited about these full sets. So anyway, we got 3 sets of tomatoes and lettuce, so this is for yellow, so 15 points, and we have 2 complete sets for another 24 points, and that's going to be 39 points for yellow. And so there you have it. That was my game of point salad. Victory goes to blue by far, which almost never happens. Usually in my 2-player games, red is very commonly the winner and blue is not. And so really exciting for blue. If I was paying closer attention, it's a little tough to play 3 players on something like this. They probably should have been more aggressive drafting against blue. I don't really know what I could have done better for red necessarily. Again, for yellow, I think yellow could have grabbed some more points cards, but I was kind of excited and focused on the complete set. But whatever, it is what it is. I really love this game. I'm in a situation right now where I kind of live, I do live alone. I have a dog. But also, I don't have any heavy gamer people anywhere near me. And so anytime I'm playing a game, it's usually an introductory game, and it's usually people's first times. And I really think the best way to get people excited and into the hobby is by playing a simple game that gets your brain churning, that makes you think about the importance of your decisions, and this game does that in spades. I love it. I love this game a lot. I can't say enough positive things about it. There are so many different ways to score points, and depending on the number of players, you're going to, I show this in my setup video, but essentially you don't play with all of the cards. So there are lots of point opportunities that don't show up. And so you never really know what you're building yourself up for. You have to keep an eye on the points available at the top. You've got to keep an eye on the vegetables. I never really took advantage. Maybe this was one of my downfalls. I never took advantage of flipping a point card over to a vegetable in this game. Maybe I should have. I just didn't see any moment where that would have mattered in this particular game. But that's an option is very cool. Yeah, I don't know. Guys, I really, really love this game. This is a great one for family time, quarantine, all of that good stuff. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and edit this video and upload it. I hope it was fun for you. It was definitely fun for me. I gotta find a way to do this solo so I can play more. Anyway, all right, thank you guys. Talk to you later. Goodbye.